change or something. So same problem at Dominion we're dealing with. It's not really a problem, but we don't want these kids going so fast. So we're definitely taking a look at this speed.
There you go. And right now, Adam, looks like Bryson Nichols is on the business series. He's up to second.
Yeah, lap 2, much better for the 80 machine, 20.377 for the Langley winner from a couple of weeks ago. Still has 3 laps if he needs it, but may not need it here as he is the final car to qualify off turn number 4. What does he have this time around? And indeed, to the top, 20.323 for the number 80 machine of Bryson Nichols. He is quickest, and he will win the pole, being the final car out. We're going to let him continue to run here. He's got 2 more laps to put on the board. Can he go quicker on lap 4? Just a little bit, 20.317. So finding little increments of speed here and there with each lap that goes away. This time by, the checkered flag will wave for the 80 driver. Working his way through 3 and 4, right on the bottom of the racetrack. Car bouncing up and down through the bumps, and he goes just a tiny bit quicker again. 20.304, the lap of record for Bryson Nichols. He has won the pole for the Cycle City Corp Bandolero division over Nevaeh Edwards by just over half a tenth of a second. Nevaeh going to line up P2. Addison Schumann will start 3rd. Georgia Causey lines up 4th. Andrew Sheffield, the rookie, is going to line up P5. Tristan Brunelli 6th. Tuggy Case 7th. Miley Smith, Penelope Carlisle 8th and 9th. Jace Rogers, Logan Furman, and Riley Rondeau, who we mentioned is not racing tonight, going to line up your 11-car field for the Bandolero division in race number 1 here on Mosquito Joe Race Night.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to send the Cycle City Corp Legends out and go ahead and hold the bandos over here. So I'm going to talk to Georgia Causey real quick, because awesome lap. What an improvement over last year, getting everything together and feeling the car a lot more now.
Thank you so much. It's a lot better now.
Yeah, and I tell you, man, a great opening race to the season as well for you.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Well, lady, a few words. She lets the race car on her right foot do the talking down here, but the young lady driving this 00 machine, just want to get her a little bit of mic time, at least for a top 4 start for tonight's feature event for these Cycle City Corp Bandos.
And that's right where she finished race number 1, so very consistent out of the driver in that 00 machine. We'll keep our eye on her. Plenty of female power here through the top 5, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. A couple of females in the field. Miley Smith a little further down in 8th, right there with Penelope Carlisle.
Yeah, and while they haven't sent one out yet, I'm going to go ahead and grab Nevaeh since she's sitting here on the car. And young girl, it's about time to get back into Dale Emmons victory lane.
Yeah, that's what we're really hoping for.
Yeah, solid qualifying effort again. Saw Bryson go out there and run a hot lap, but last time you got to lead the first few laps.
Yeah, we've been going back and forth with tightening the car and loosening it, so we're just trying to figure out what's best and what will run the best out here.
There you go. Plenty of go-kart wins under her belt, that's for sure, out here at Langley Speedway. But now looking for another one in these Bandolero machines, and here come the Cycle City Corp Legends.
Yeah, Nevaeh got up front, led some laps last week. We'll see if she can do it again tonight. Saying hello to everybody on Facebook Live. Michelle Pearl says, let's go Brandon Pearl. We'll see him in the U-Cars tonight. Raymond Haynes checking in, proud member of our broadcast team. Phyllis Yoel says, great job, Jace Rogers. Jace was just in the Bandoleros. Now we're watching, as Buck mentioned, the Legends cars out on the racetrack. It's Mason Weekly in the 48 starting us off.
And of course, this will be single car qualifying. You do the bandos together because they really sometimes can't catch each other, but our first 2 cars almost did.
Right, we did see that in Bojangles bow time qualifying a little bit earlier on. But yes, single car qualifying from here on out. Mason Weekly on the racetrack right now. Not seeing a lap for him. Let me refresh our feed. And Mason, indeed, right now the only car on the racetrack. The next car is the number 80 machine of Jake Harberts.
Yeah, Mason putting out a 18.030 to start qualifications. Like you said, Harbert's out there right now in the 80 machine. Bryson Nichols giving a thumbs up to the driver of the 48 machine as he goes by. But Bryson, fast machine again, buddy.
Yes, thank you, sir. I would like to thank my sponsors, the Villas at Coventry, Mezcal Mexican Grill, Jody at the Zoo, Hair Gone Wild, Moody's Water Conditioning, Gene Nichols, my paw, he helps me out a lot. Boutique Yo-Yo, JRN Racing, and yeah, we're back, my parents, so Yeah, we're back with another fast machine. I'm hoping to win the race. That'll be great. But yeah, we got a quick machine, and I think the string of poles is going to keep going. So.
Yeah, well, congratulations, buddy. Man, I tell you what, he's trained right, ain't he, buddy? He got them sponsors in right off the bat.
He's got it figured out. We've got veterans out here that have trouble remembering sponsors. They've been doing it probably longer than the 80 of Bryson Nichols has been around. So great young man. Got a chance to talk to him in Victory Lane a couple weeks ago. He's just super excited to be here. Buck mentioned he's had success at other racetracks. Now brings that to Langley. Meanwhile, the Legends cars are going at it on the racetrack. We're getting caught up here with Bryson. Mason Weekley is the quickest. Car 48 has an 18.030 put down. Jake Harberts, last year's rookie, ends up P2 currently, 18.088. Devin Courtney, a winner from a year ago. There you see the 17 machine pulling into the pits. He is third out of 3. Now here comes the 95 of Ryan Cooper.
This beautiful machine, the number 95, coming across the stripe for the white flag, an 18.797 will be fourth out of the 4 machines with that time right now. Courtney, I was expecting a little bit better lap, but I'll tell you what, he's only a 10th off the pole right now, so I can't expect so much more, right?
And that lap from Cooper, not going to be the lap he wants. Lap 2 a little better, 18.578, so did find some speed, but definitely not the lap he was looking for. Up next, it's car 87, the one and only Tommy Jackson Jr., last year's champion in this division. A little bit of a new look this year on that number 87. Said they were looking for speed, not really caring about looks, but that white number 87 still a sharp-looking race car, and boy, is it fast. Tommy's first lap, straight to the top, 17.692, the only driver to dip below 18 seconds so far. He's digging for more on lap 2, down into turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. A little bit slower, 17.700, so he's going to take lap 1 as the official lap of record. We'll see who, if anybody, can chase that time. Right now it's Ryan Micah, car 16, the rookie driver, trying to put down a fast lap. He had a great run in opening night, finished 4th. So he's looking to carry that momentum into a great run again tonight. We'll see if he can do it off turn 4. White flag is in the air. Ryan's first lap, 6th quickest out of the 6 drivers. He is exactly tied with Ryan Cooper for 5th, 18.578. Since Ryan put down the lap first, that is the lap that is going to give him the 5th spot, and indeed he does take the 5th spot away, so 18.226 for Ryan. That'll give him sole possession of spot number 5. Speaking of 5, here comes the 5B, Charlie Beals on the racetrack. This is a driver that's been fun to watch in the last handful of Legends races going back to last year.
Yeah, I tell you what, Beals, competitor for the last couple of years, you could see the progression of a top 10 to top 5 to top 3 to victory lane. So he's been a hot shoe definitely out here at Larry King Lost Langley Speedway. A 17.905 to start off his qualifications for bow time qualifying for him.
Second driver to go below 18 second. And to Buck's point, Charlie just getting better each time he's on the racetrack. Last year, 5 wins, the most in the division, but no championship. So he's definitely hungry for more this season. Still looking for a first win on the year, but of course, this is only the 2nd race. The white hot number 5 machine, P2 currently at 17.905. Everybody's still chasing that Tommy Jackson Jr. lap. Here comes JP Peisel in the 96 machine. He's next on the stopwatch.
This is one of those cars you need to see up close. It's got some cool chrome in it and a bunch of different cool colors and everything on this 96 machine. And Peisel will go ahead and jump 7th out of the 8 machines so far to take time at 18.458 for lap number 1.
I don't know if I'm seeing something, but that left front does not look fully intact. Something looks to be hanging off that machine. Not sure if he's missing something, but definitely.
There's no left front fender on it.
All right, there you go. A little bit of the undercarriage being shown in the 96. Not the most aerodynamic thing ever, but he's still 7th quickest at an 18.458 for JP. Up next, Cody Carlton in the flying 11.
Yeah, I think Cody just won at Southern National, I believe, either the last weekend or the weekend before. So this flying 11's been dialed in now that he's back at Larry King Lost Langley Speedway. Let's see what he can do.
Cody was 3rd in points last year, 3rd in race 1 of this season, and right now he sits 5th at an 18.120.
And one of the legends for the area, of course, we know Dale Lemons ran a flying 11 out here for many years, and a lot of people look at that. But he got it from Ray Hendrick, who is on the NASCAR Hall of Fame ballot for the first time for the class of 2025, as Cody Carlton takes the flying 11 for an 18.002 third quick.
Cody going to end up third again, lap number 2 in the books, so he is done. Still sits P3. Next up, Spencer Saunders, former champion here in the Legends division. No wins last year for Spencer. He's looking to rebound off of a okay 2023 season. He finished 4th in points, so it wasn't a horrible year. We know he wants to win. And last week ended up in 5th spot, so going to be digging for more this week. P6 on lap 1, 18.130 for the former champion. The red and white number 7 working his way through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Stays 6th quickest, 18.163 on lap number 2. How about this car, Buck? Up next, it's the 41 machine. No, this is not Woody Howard. It's the Zarpis machine. Ted Zarpis, the rookie behind the wheel.
Yeah, Ted, I talked to him a little while ago. He said the whole idea of tonight is to load it in the trailer at the end of the night and get as much experience underneath him as he can get tonight. So the rookie taking on the racetrack in the Cycle City Corp Legends Series number 41 machine. Standing down here watching Tommy Jackson Jr. talking to the team and everybody, and everybody down here. A 19.929 for Ted on the first lap. So under 20 seconds around this track on the first lap in qualifications efforts. Not a bad job.
And as our technical director, Justin Kern, points out, he's running a sedan model of these 1930s and 40s old machines. And Zarpis going to be looking for a little bit more out of that race car. He's right now 11th out of 11 in the Wood Brothers Throwback 41 machine.
No stranger to success out here, Tommy, but man, 17.6 for the pole tonight. That's blistering around this racetrack.
Yeah, man, well, we put a lot of work in. We thought the car was pretty good yesterday. We were testing, and the track wasn't quite this fast. I think the weather helped out a lot. Haven't been quite this quick in a couple of years, so we're real happy. I can't thank Chad, Andy, Joe. My girlfriend Sydney, she's in the stand. She just brought some food for us, so little man in the car enough. Everybody's worked real hard to help us get this thing where it is, and so keep the speed tonight, and hopefully end back up in victory lane.
There you go. Tommy Jackson Jr. has already got 1 W on the season. You just heard him. He called his shot. He's looking to get back into Dale Lemons victory lane tonight.
He's starting in the best place in order to do so. Tommy, second pole in as many races for Team 87. Charlie Beal is going to line up in P2. Cody Carlton slots in the 3rd spot. Mason Weekly, good run for him in the 4th spot. Starting 5th, Jake Harbert. Starting 6th, Spencer Saunders. Starting 7th, Devin Courtney. 8th is going to be Ryan Micah, JP Peisel in 9th, Ryan Cooper and Ted Zarpis. 10th and 11th going to round out the Legends field. They have the 6th race of the evening tonight. 25 laps around this oval. Up next, there you see the graphic, the U-Cars, the Farley Financial U-Cars, going to be qualifying here for Bojangles, Bowtown qualifying.
Whose health, safety, liberty, or well-being have been wrongly victimized. You can have confidence in knowing you have a strong, skillful, and dedicated legal team.
Larry King knows accidents and injuries. He knows the law, and he can help. Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
We have nearly 40 years of trial experience and have helped tens of thousands of people for all types of serious personal injuries, criminal offenses, and other serious legal matters. Larry King Law has the knowledge, experience, commitment, and resources to be your powerful advocate.
Mosquito Joe knows that race fans don't let much spoil your time outdoors. But are you spinning your wheels when it comes to getting rid of mosquitoes? Let Mosquito Joe make outside fun again for you and your crew. Mosquito Joe treatments allow you to enjoy your yard without the nuisance of pesky mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas. No more itching and scratching, and no more wasting time on smelly products that don't work. When you call Mosquito Joe, be sure to mention Langley Speedway and receive 50% off your first spray. Visit MosquitoJoe.com or call 855-ASK-A-JOE to get started. And remember to mention Langley Speedway. With Mosquito Joe, outside is fun again.
It's bow time at Bojangles. How do we know our chicken is seasoned to perfection? Because you keep coming back for more. Head to Bojangles for fresh, never frozen chicken that's been seasoned to perfection, marinated for 12 hours, and hand-breaded not once, but twice. And when you buy an 8-piece box of chicken, you'll always get 4 biscuits absolutely free. So head back to Bojangles and pick up the chicken we're famous for, and the biscuits we're famous for, and our legendary tea. We're also famous for our tea. Bojangles, it's Bo time!
Getting ready to roll for the Farley Financial U-Car division here on Bojangles Bow Time qualifying. They are race number 3 here on Mosquito Joe Race Night. This is actually race number 3 of the season for these U-Cars. Christian Keller, 2 for 2 in the number 6 machine. He's got a hungry field behind him. Going to be fun to watch these drivers put on a show. They always seem to put on a show whenever they are on the racetrack. Cars just getting lined up on the pit lane. We're going to send them out one at a time, 2 laps for each driver. That'll set the field for this weekend's feature race. Again, 8 races in total. Race fans, come on out and join us. Temperatures in the low 60s. Going to be a perfect night for racing. You can watch on Flow Racing, but of course, if you're in the area, we'd love to have you out here. Tickets are available at langley-speedway.com. Of course, you can get them here at the box office as well. Want to mention something that's going on tomorrow if you're going to be in the area. The 4th annual Capital District Division Car Show here at Langley Speedway. That's put on by our friends at the Kiwanis Car Club. That'll be Sunday, April 28th, or tomorrow from 11 to 3 here at the Speedway. So come on out and see some cool cars and enjoy a great afternoon here at the racetrack if you've got nothing going on. Jumping into the U-Car division, and what better car to get us started on Mosquito Joe Race Night than that of Thomas Fontaine, the rookie competitor in the U-Cars, having a great season so far. He is 4th in points coming into tonight after a 3rd and a 5th place in races 1 and 2. Of course, he races out of the Mad Dog Motorsports or Bill Akers stable. Bill not racing the U-Car full-time in 2023. He announced that at the Jack Dodson's Racing Insider News show earlier this week. Only going to run the Grand Stock full-time, so he's going to step back from the U-Car and help Thomas out in any way he can. And Thomas already off to a great start, as I mentioned. Lap 1, 18.946 for the machine. Pushing a little bit there off turn number 4. The stopwatch is going to reflect that. Just a couple of tenths slower for the 64 rookie machine.
I was down here chatting with him real quick right before he got ready to go out. And Thomas Fontaine said, how'd you like the drift show I put on in 1 and 2 during practice? He said it wasn't on purpose, but man, he had to back into that thing just sailing around. He was still quick though, but that 18.946, that's our first time to aim for. And Bill Akers' machine, you talked about the U-Car, it's actually over in our main midway area right when you come through the fence. So you can get the chance to see what one of these cars does look like up close if you go by there. Of course, going to the Sleep in Heavenly Peace, that's our 50-50 for tonight. You can go ahead and get your tickets early. And Christian Keller laying down an 18.884 on lap 1 and an 8.769 on lap number 2. So he'll obviously take over the top spot, which is a position he is very familiar with here in 2024. Kyle Davis on the track right now in the 52, going ahead and taking on the clock here in Bow Time qualifying. Bojangles, get yourself the Langley Speedway package right up the street here from the racetrack from Bojangles, and come on out and enjoy the great Bojangles food and enjoy qualifying here with us at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. Once again, we do start at 5 p.m., so those of you wanting to make it on out to the track, come on out, get your tickets, and enjoy some great racing action after you finish watching Bow Time qualifying.
That's right, Bojangles Bow Time qualifying. Mike Vines and the team just around the corner from the Speedway, and race fans want to let you know, of course, we're going to start back at 7 p.m. starting next week from the month of May all the way through the month of August. And actually September, now that I look at the calendar, going to be the 7 p.m. start time next week. Tonight is the last 5 p.m. start time. We'll do it again in the month of October as we round out the season, but that's a little bit later on in the year. Christian Keller, as Buck mentioned, is quickest. It's where he's been all season long. Thomas Fontaine sits P2. Kyle Davis there, the 52 machine. He's finished up his run in P3. We're seeing Jeremy Jones in the 66. No power, looks like, under that machine. He is crawling down the backstretch.
Yeah, he'll probably need a little bit of assistance maybe to get back to pit road, maybe bump the starter on it a little bit in these machines, probably try to get it going on around the racetrack. But like you said, Jeremy Jones, the rookie on the season, having a little bit of trouble, but I can go over here and grab this guy. You've talked to him a couple of times already this year, but this is my first time getting to talk to Christian Keller. Man, I know you can't give away your secrets, but what have you found?
I don't know, man. I definitely can't give it away. It's just hard work, man. It really is. We just put a lot of hard work in, and it kind of does the rest. Driving, I wouldn't say it's easy, but the hard work it makes it a little bit easier to do.
Well, I know the one thing that I've seen watching on Flow Racing on the broadcast is sometimes they just go on attack mode, and you just let them go ahead and attack. You know, go ahead and take care of wear your tires out. I'm going to ride behind you, watch you guys trade a little bit of paint, and then you just catch up to them, and you're able to roll right by because you saved some stuff.
Yeah, man. It's this track's really not a horsepower track in my opinion. I think it's more of a tire deal and being smooth and just hitting your marks, man, is where it really comes down to. So I just try to be smooth and save my stuff. I'm not worried about winning on the first couple laps. I want to be there lap 25, 24 when it really counts. So that's what it's all about.
That's why you've talked to him in Dale Emmons Victory Lane twice already this season, Adam. That's Christian Keller, driver of the 6 machine, fastest man in town right now as Brandon Pearl's out on the racetrack.
Yeah, the Pearl family watching here on Facebook Live. There's your man, the number 91 machine. 4th quickest out of 5 so far, 20.468. Yeah, great point about what Christian brings up, saving tires. We've definitely seen attrition get some of these cars over the course of a run. If you're going to go green flag all 25 laps, you definitely want to have that long run speed. Take care of what's underneath you. Of course, Christian's been a master of that. He's a former champion in this division, won multiple races last year, already a multi-time winner this year. Brandon Pearl, second lap, 20.174. The 91 is P4 on the board. Mikey Chin, the next driver to take a lap. Finished runner-up in the most recent race. 3rd in the point standings, running out of the Bryant Motorsports stable. Mikey, of course, a former Enduro Division competitor. Car backfires just a little bit entering turn 1, but he's got it right on the bottom of the racetrack. P3 on his opening lap, 19.218 for the 3C.
Yeah, Mikey was another rookie driver that looked really good in the first race of the season last time out. And P2, how about backing up that first lap with a 2nd place run for Mikey Chin in the number 3C machine, 18.933.
That's the car that car owner Charlie Bryant drove to a championship 1 season ago. And yeah, to Buck's point, he's got 2 top 5s on the season so far, so it's been a great rookie campaign so far for driver 3. Keep an eye on his efforts later tonight. Mentioned he's just outside of the front row right now. Up next, Crystal West out on the racetrack, sophomore competitor in the U-Car class. She finished tied for 5th in points last season, looking to build on that.
And she'll be P4 on their first lap, a 19.142. Of course, we get to watch the husband of the bunch in the Virginia Racers in just a little while in qualifying.
That's right, we're going to watch Sparky in the 99 Limited Late Model put down a lap. Sparky had his best career run a couple of weeks ago, finished top 5, so he's got a lot to be excited about coming into this evening. Crystal's going to slot P4 on lap 2 out of 7 drivers, so a good run for her. Former Wacky Wednesday competitor here at Langley, our streetcar show. Up next, the 3 machine, Michael Walters, back out on the racetrack. He missed the most recent race, I do believe, so good to have Michael back with us here at the racetrack. Little sideways through 3 and 4. First lap put down, he is 5th quickest, 19.230 for car number 3 on his opening lap. Checking in with everybody in Facebook, Rick Poust says hello. Rick's a former super truck competitor out here.
And champion.
And champion. Got to interview him a couple of times in Victory Lane. Robin says go Donovan Edwards. We'll see him coming up a little bit later on. Donald Brown says happy birthday to his wife Tabitha. So happy birthday, Tabitha. Look to see Donald Brown in the Super Trucks next weekend.
Man, he looked great in that last race.
I tell you, it's going to be a matter of if, not when, or when, not if, Donald gets to Victory Lane.
Yeah, it's just a matter of when it's going to happen, that's for sure.
That 05 is quick, and somebody who's not quick right now is Michael Walters. He's a little slow, actually, going to bring it to the pits. Really creeping his way into the pit lane. His 2 laps are complete. So actually, no problems there for the 3 machine. He's currently 5th on the board. Here comes the Dwight Nichols machine. Alan Kowicki, Hooters throwback on that car. Aaron Goodman says, hey, Buck. Brittany Fontaine says, let's go number 64. She's cheering on the Fontaine's machine in the U-Cars.
Well, hello back to you. Dwight Nichols will stay P6 with a 19.342. So Keller looking pretty strong, and I believe that's our final car right there, buddy.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Good to have Dwight Nichols back with us. He missed a number of races last year due to some health problems, so we're happy to have Dwight back. And right now it is wrapping up for the U cars. Christian Keller quickest on the board. Mikey Chin going to line up second. Thomas Fontaine third. Crystal West, Michael Walters round out your top five. Dwight Nichols, who you see there, he's going to start P6. Kyle Davis in seventh. Brandon Pearl is going to be eighth, and Jeremy Jones, who did not put down a lap because of some mechanical problems, going to be ninth.
Yeah, and while we're waiting for the gate, I got Mikey Chin down here sitting in the car. He's got it running. But, man, what a great start to the season so far for you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. Glad Charlie's letting me run this car this year. Just having a lot of fun running over these guys. They're fast.
There you go. That's Mikey Chin. He's in the 3 machine, but he'll start P2, one better than the number on the side of it.
We'll see if he can get his first U-Car win tonight. The Farley Financial U-Cars race 3 out of 8 tonight for Mosquito Joe Race Night. Up next, there you see it, the Pepsi Grand Stock's going to qualify for 2 laps around this oval. We've got the Grand Stocks, the Virginia Racers, and then the Modified is going to wrap things up here for Bojangles, bow time qualifying.
It's bow time at Bojangles. How do we know our chicken is seasoned to perfection? Because you keep coming back for more. Head to Bojangles for fresh, never frozen chicken that's been seasoned to perfection, marinated for 12 hours, and hand-breaded not once, but twice. And when you buy an 8-piece box of chicken, you'll always get 4 biscuits absolutely free. So head back to Bojangles and pick up the chicken we're famous for, and the biscuits we're famous for, and our legendary teeth. We're also famous for our teeth. Bojangles, it's bow time.
Cycle City Corp, your #1 dealer in motorcycles, ATVs, and personal watercraft. They carry all the major brands: Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, and Can-Am. Cycle City Corp is located 1 mile off the interstate, exit 258A. Stop by for unbeatable deals. Cycle City also has a huge parts and accessories department. Come by and check out the latest styles in Oakley sunglasses, HJC helmets, and Joe Rocket jackets, just to mention a few. Cycle City has a #1 service department with factory-trained mechanics, so stop on by. Cycle City Corp, 634 J. Clyde Morris Boulevard in Newport News. Or call 595-9721. 595-9721 for super great savings. Cycle City Corp, sponsor of the Legends and Bandos. Larry King Law's Langley Speedway in Hampton presents Wacky Wednesday every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Time trials, burnouts, and side-by-side oval drag racing. Bring your car and helmet. Find out who's the best. Pit fees only $15. General admission only $7. Wacky Wednesday, back in your face every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Wacky Wednesdays, the premier midweek street car racing event. Any street legal car with current inspection tags are eligible to compete. Registration and spectator gates open at 6 p.m. Cash prizes and a whole lot of fun. Get all the rules, regulations, and more information at langley-speedway.com. Join the Wacky Wednesday Facebook page or call 865-RACE.
Countertops from quartz, granite, marble, quartzite, and soapstone. MGL Granite is recognized as Hampton Road's premier countertop fabricator and has built its reputation on impeccable craftsmanship. No exceptions. They provide the largest selection of premium quality materials in Hampton Roads. They'll suit a multitude of applications and design variations. Whether you're looking to upgrade your kitchen counters, remodel a bath vanity, or design other unique stone surface applications, they offer the finest quality work on time at competitive prices. Call MGL Granite today, 757-522-0387. MGL Granite.
Pepsi Grand Stocks on the racetrack now. It's car 51, the Amanda Satterley machine, going to be the first on deck. Pepsi Grand Stocks race number 4 on the docket this evening. 40 trips around this racetrack is what they'll do.
This young lady had an understatably exciting race last time out.
Yeah, that car caught a little bit of fire off of turn 2. She was smart to turn that thing off, believe it caught fire, and all of a sudden she pulled the ignition out of it. Was smart to get it slowed down and stopped. Our safety crews got to her quickly, and it's good to see that car back out here competing.
Yeah, great family and everything. An 18.992, her second lap, the quicker of the two on those Hoosier Racing tires getting around this racetrack. Here's the showman right here. You talked about him a little while ago in U-Cars, but here's his full-time ride for 2024. Bill Aker in the 29 machine.
That's right, Bill Aker mentioned not going to run the full U-Car schedule. Race fans, if you want to take a picture with his other race car, you can do so in Midway, as Buck mentioned. They're going to be here celebrating Mosquito Joe race night. So Bill is going to take off his race car driver hat and put on his PR hat tonight, helping out our friends with Mosquito Joe, longtime partners of his, and Rob Rummel and everybody. They do such a great job with such fantastic looking race cars. You can easily spot them, as we saw earlier. He's dirt tracking it off turn number 4, but he is still quickest at an 18.105 for the sophomore driver. Hard to call him a sophomore, but that is indeed the case in these Grand Stocks. Had a win last year, and looking to build off of that. He was 3rd in points 1 season ago. 2012 U-Car champ finishes up his run, and here comes Mike Parker now onto the speedway.
And I'll tell you what, Mike Parker is one of those dudes. If there is a cone choice and nobody else goes up top, you can guarantee you're going to see the Double Deuce take the top line with an 18.947 to open up qualifying for his machine.
Yeah, second quickest out of the 3 drivers. Definitely not afraid of using that choose code. He was 5th in points last year, so top 5 in points. Great year from the 22. No, he's looking for more, though, in 2024. Mike a little slower on lap 2. That's going to keep him 2nd. Amanda currently P3 out of the 3. Up next, another driver that had a bit of a roller coaster on opening night. Swapped, I believe, not 1, but 2 tires. Had to go to the back at least twice. Ended up 2nd. We're talking about defending champion Tim Wilson.
Yeah, and I tell you what, man, you want to talk about something as a race car driver. You hate if you're going to lose any tire. You want it to be the right rear so you get a little bit of something. Both front tires had to be replaced on this Pepsi Grand Stock last time for Tim Wilson. But he is P1 right now at 18.024.
Yeah, Tim looking for his first win on the season, and hopefully his night goes a little bit cleaner than it did a couple weekends ago. Lap number 2 is quicker, 18.011, so he is P1. Driver 17 up next. His counterpart, talking about Paul Lubno in the 14 machine. And we're thinking about Paul Lubno and his family. Race fans, if you were not with us opening night, Paul lost his father the morning of the race, but he was still here to compete. Doggone it, parked it in victory lane. He would not be denied 2 weekends ago. Very emotional but celebratory victory lane for the Lubno family, and they're back to go 2 for 2 tonight. We'll see if they can get it done. He's 3rd on lap 1, Buck.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Paul Lubno, definitely one of the top competitors in the entire history of Langley Speedway. Over 100+ wins to his credit, and adding to that roster, like I said, last time out, being able to pull into victory lane and dedicate that win to his dad. But an 18.221, well, 2 laps doesn't matter. It's at the end of the 40 that you really want to be strong, right?
That's right. He's going to line up inside row 2, his 6th stand right now, and had a chance to talk to him in victory lane, and I asked him, you know, over 100 wins to Buck's Point. Believe it's over 120 wins specifically, but we'll check that. Asked him if that was one of his biggest wins of his career. He said absolutely, definitely one of the sweetest wins he's ever experienced, and understandably so. Said that his father was riding shotgun with him, and it definitely looked to be the case. That 14 was blazingly fast opening night. Up next on the racetrack, it's Gary Kidder, the rookie driver. 19.957. Don't believe Gary's a rookie. Believe he raced with us last year. So sophomore driver actually in the 33. Off turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. He is going to slot in P6 right now out of the 6 drivers that have gone.
Yeah, and sometimes we've had a couple of fans who have told us, you know, you only have a few Pepsi Grand Stocks, man. You only got like 8 or 9 of them, man. But I'll tell you what, how about 5 cautions, 2 fires, and 2 drivers that had to come from the back of the field, one of them twice to finish in the top 3 last time the Pepsi Grand Stocks were out here. So they are very, very strong on the action side of everything.
That's right. We had almost half the field get to victory lane last year, including this guy, Nate Lundeen. So these drivers not afraid to put on a show. Nate Lundeen right now P4 on his opening lap, 18.595 for that bright orange number 47. Little sideways entering 3, had to catch it. Lap number 2, just a little slower at 18.9. Linda Rogers says, go Tim Wilson. She's cheering on the 17, as is Steve Morrow. Watching on Facebook Live, their man is quickest right now in Bojangles Bow Time qualifying. That believe this will be the final car to put down a lap. The 26 machine, Robert Pellick, and that sharp-looking red, white, blue number 26 out on the racetrack.
Yeah, Pellick, another one of the gentlemen that has served in our great military for the United States of America. Having a little bit of fun buying this car in the off season and putting it together just in time to have a test session Thursday before he actually brought it out to race it in the first race night for the Pepsi Grand Stock. So Pellick, a rookie on the season, raced out here in the Champ Karts as well as the Enduro Series for plenty of years, and he was a big part of the some of the early races of the season a few years back, but a 20.065 and was a key element on the Scott Allen machines back in the day for the Pro 6 race car. But it looks like we're going to have Tim Wilson with an 18.011. And buddy, you had a fast machine last time, but had a couple of extra tires have to be put on it, and trying to just hold her together tonight, right?
Yeah, hopefully we don't lose no tires, and we can keep this whole thing up front. She's always quick, but Paul and Bill, you know, they're tough customers, so you know they're gonna be gunning. So it's gonna be a good race.
There you go. That's your word straight from your pole setter right now. Tim Wilson in the 17 machine, Adam.
Yeah, ready to go, and always a threat to his point. Bill Aker, Paul Lubno, they're going to be right there with him, lining up second and third, respectively. So you just heard from your pole sitter, Tim Wilson, Bill Aker, Paul Lubno, top three. Nate Lundeen going to be fourth. Mike Parker is fifth. Amanda Satterley, Gary Kidder, and Robert Pellick, your Pepsi Grand Stock field for race number 4 on Mosquito Joe Race Night. Up next, it's time to go limited late model qualifying with our Virginia racers.
In the 60 seconds it will take you to listen to this radio ad, you could crack open a delicious Pepsi and start learning to play the electric guitar. Or the didgeridoo. You could take some photos worth untagging, wake up with face paint on.
You guys.
Or invent a new language you speak only with your 2 new best friends. Together you could adopt an exotic pet and name it Pepsi.
Oh, Pepsi whip. Oh, Pepsi.
In 60 seconds you could call up your crush and profess your love.
I'm in love with you.
But misdial and call your mom.
Honey?
Uh-oh. BTW could LOL at your BFF ROFL because your BFF 4LTMI'd.
Dude!
You can run a 100-meter dash slowly. Woo! In 60 seconds, you could double Dutch jump rope on a trampoline faster than anyone's ever double Dutch jump roped on a trampoline before. Then upload the video, get 1 billion views, and achieve international fame in a tiny province of China you can't even pronounce. In this 60 seconds, you didn't do any of that, but you can now. So what are you waiting for? Grab a Pepsi and get out there, because now has never happened before, and it only lasts for now. Pepsi, live for now.
This moment I just feel so alive.
Taylor Waste Services, locally owned and operated, still providing old-fashioned customer service. 11, 20, 30, 40 cubic yard roll-off containers for construction debris, industrial waste, yard debris, and most types of non-hazardous waste. Trash compactors are available, and flexible hours with Saturday pickup available when needed. Located in Hampton and serving the entire Tidewater area. Competitive rates, they take Visa and MasterCard. Call now, 723-1131. Taylor Waste Services. Service is what they sell.
Larry King is committed to helping those whose health, safety, liberty, or well-being have been wrongly victimized. You can have confidence in knowing you have a strong, skillful, and dedicated legal team.
Larry King knows accidents and injuries. He knows the law, and he can help. Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
We have nearly 40 years of trial experience and have helped tens of thousands of people for all types of serious personal injuries, criminal offenses, and other serious legal matters. Larry King Law has the knowledge, experience, commitment, and resources to be your powerful advocate.
Limited late models roaring to life here at Langley Speedway. The first out on the racetrack, Danny Harrell in car number 95, ready to get us going for the second to last group of qualifying here for Bojangles Bow Time qualifying. The late models are going to qualify next. Then it will be the modifieds to wrap up the qualifying session this afternoon. Green flag in the air, excuse me, not quite the green flag for the 95. They're going to run a scuff lap each and every car, meaning they're just going to build some heat into those tires, get the grip up, come around, and then they'll see the green flag. So 3 laps on the track with an out lap for these limiteds. Off turn 4, here comes the green flag for driver 95, and he's back in turn 1.
Yeah, Hot Wheels out here. Of course, Day of Destruction champion. Beyond all recognition, he's really marked up a bunch of those, especially in the appliance race. But, man, he's been doing a great job getting this Virginia Racer Limited Late Model Series number 95 machine underneath him out here. And the first time will be a 17.249 to start qualifications for bow time qualifying for the Yesco Virginia Racers. And Yesco has announced the winner will have 2 tires taken care of for the next event for the winner of tonight's Limited Late Model Series feature.
How about that? A proud title sponsor of this division and proud partner of Langley Speedway. Yesco taking care of our competitors here in the Limiteds, the Virginia Racers. Terry Harrison Company doing a great job sponsoring many different vehicles out here. Also the title sponsor of this division, as we mentioned. And yeah, going to hook up the race winner with a pair of tires for the next race. That's a great thing to race for. And right now we're watching Aiden Millette turn some laps. Aiden had a tough opening night. Mechanical problems for that machine, was running top 5. All of a sudden the car just let go, something he did not like. Had to bring it into the pits and call it an early evening. So he's looking to rebound after winning 4 races last year. Aiden straight to the top, 16.977 for the 9 machine.
Of course, the biggest difference, a little bit of horsepower, a few extra rules underneath the suspension on these cars, and they're on 8-inch tires instead of 10-inch tires like the late model stock cars. Some of them still running the older Chevrolet Impala bodies, but some of them with the brand new Camaro bodies as well. As Millette will end up with a 16.946. So this young man was very fast in practice. Donovan Edwards out there.
Watching Donovan now turn some laps. That is the Donovan Edwards machine. Not quite the Danny Edwards machine that we're used to, but they're very, very similar looking machines. Danny already has a win this season. Donovan looking to match that. He did get a win last year, so we know that he is capable. Let's see what he's got for the stopwatch. Scuff lap already complete. White flag is in the air. What does the 26 have for the stopwatch? P2 currently 17.110. Needs about a 10.5 to catch the Aiden Millette lap. See if he can get it here into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Just a little bit quicker, but not quite enough. 17.026 for Donovan on lap 2. He is second out of 3.
Good to see this guy back. Kyle Nestor, a wicked wreck on the front stretch last season with he and Riley Music. And Riley, of course, winning opening night in this series, but Kyle Nestor back behind the wheel of the 18 machine and ready to rumble.
Yeah, Kyle, good point from Buck Roos there. Kyle and Riley involved in that crash in the front stretch, took them both out for a majority of the season. In fact, Kyle, I don't think ever made a trip back out here in the second half of the year. Riley was able to salvage a couple of nights, but it was a tough break for the driver of the 18. He is indeed back, and there you see the 18. Very, very sharp looking ride right now. P4 on the board.
Yeah, he's carrying Windstacks Energy on the side of that machine. One of the companies that Rick Godovic has a hand in. So good sponsorship on that number 18 machine, right? Like you said, a 17.5 right now. Let's see if he can pick it up. How about a 17.359? He'll still stay 4th quick, but just sitting right 4/10 out of the top spot. So very tight race cars in time right now already.
And Kyle, as we mentioned, making his first start of the season, was not here opening night, so good to have him here for race number 2. We'll see how he gets on across these 50 laps. Up next, 14 machine, Zach Beavers, rookie driver coming out of turn number 4, the green flag in the air. Also believe Zach was not here opening night, so good to see him joining this field. We'll see what kind of time he can put down in his first start of the season. First lap for Zach in the books, 18.027. He is 5th out of 5 thus far. 14 back to turns 3 and 4. On the bottom of the racetrack, back into the gas. stays fifth, 17.706. Good pickup on his second lap. It's still fifth out of 5. Up next, the 30 machine, Jonathan White. Another rookie driver in this limited late model category. A number of rookies this year from all different aspects. We've got Hunter Waltrip, Super Truck champion. We've got, I believe, Randy Sample from the Modifieds, a rookie this year. Jonathan's going to take the green flag and head back to turns 1 and 2. A little sideways once he puts the throttle down. Car a little unstable exiting the corner. Lap 1 is complete.
So he's working around the racetrack. I've caught up with Kyle Nestor down here. Good to see you back, buddy. There we go. Well, I'll tell you, wicked hit, but beautiful looking race car, man. And y'all got the car back together in first race of the season, getting all the bugs worked out.
It definitely looks good for sure. I don't know about the speed. We still got to find a little bit of that.
There you go, family, and no stranger to Larry King Law's Langley Speedway, that's for sure. But Windstacks Energy coming on board and helping out with everything. I see you got a couple of cool sponsors.
Yes, sir. They definitely helped my life. We wouldn't be here today without them.
Said all of our partners, both at the track and everything. That's Kyle Nestor. He's ready to go for that 50 tonight for these Virginia Racer limited late model machines. Right now, he's P5 on the track. Aiden Millette still sitting at the top. Doug Warren looks like he's out on the track right now.
Yeah, we just saw Jonathan White finish up his run. Jonathan ends up 4th. Out of the 7 cars that have ran, this is the 7th car to run a lap, but it is indeed Doug Warren. 3rd on lap 1, 17.181. He's a former winner in this division. A little sideways off the corner, slows down a tiny bit, but stays 3rd out of 7. So a good lap for the veteran racer. And up next, Riley Music, as Buck mentioned, this guy won it opening night. And man, I tell you, it was a great rebound for him to come back after a winless 2023 to get that win.
And in strong, convincing fashion, too. I mean, he just got out front. It looked like he was going to have a little bit of a challenge from Millette and then from Derek, and both of them ended up having mechanical issues, and it left him right out front and being able to just command and take over the entire race and doing an awesome job out here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway, and looked like the racer from 2 seasons ago for sure.
Talked to him in victory lane, and he told me, man, it was just good to be back in the game. We were excited about what this car had in store, rebuilt it during the off season. And of course, Riley's going to run full-time in the late model category this year. He's already got a couple of 3rd place finishes to go along with that. Right now, he's 2nd out of the 8 drivers, 17.007. Can he pick up here? And yes, he does, straight to the top, 16.863 for car 47. Picked up the pole opening night, now trying to do it back-to-back. We'll see if he can do it. Car 47, Riley Music, 2022 division champion, back in the mix, and it is great to see that young man believe in himself again, and you can just see it in his body language, how much it means to him when he is able to compete for wins out here. Next driver to put down the lap, Atlee Weiss, former Bandolero driver out here. He races in the Pro 6 division, now running in the limited category. He is the 9th driver to put down a lap in that very sharp-looking 78. Buck, I'm sure you know about the wrap on this car.
Yes, sir. It's a beautiful wrap. Actually, I was just lucky enough to hold the mouse. The entire family was the one who actually around this way wanted the design done as well as they could do here for Atlee Weiss, and it turned out very beautiful. I was very proud to even just be a small part of it for the family and their partners on this race car. It looks like he's going to be P6 with a 17.219, and I understand he may be coming up and joining you for a little while tonight.
That's right. He's going to join us for the broadcast during the Bandolero race. He raced many years out here in the Bandolero, so he knows a thing or two about them, and going to be helping us out on Wacky Wednesday this year as well in the month of May when that all gets started. But yes, a very sharp looking 78 machine, and it definitely stands out. Up next, it's Ryan DeBolt in the 51. Ryan making his first start of the season in that blue and white Moose Lodge number 51 machine. Ryan is the 10th driver to put down a lap here in the limited category. It's a great lap for the 51 machine. Ninth quickest, 17.691. So we'll see if he can pick up on the second lap. Not a bad lap for making your first start. Car washes up the hill a bit in 3 and 4. It stays ninth quickest, 17.568 for the rookie.
Yeah, people don't understand. We're talking about how close qualifying is. That little bit of the nose coming out from under the car and then having to catch it, that's an average of 0.2 right there at a minimum that you're losing on the racetrack. So that's how particular these cars are and how close the times can be. All it takes is one small slip and it could cost you over 0.2.
That 0.2 of a second could have gained him a couple of spots here as we look through the leaderboard. Up next, it is Kevin Morgan in the number 1 machine. Kevin raced here many seasons. We're going to see his brother Matt up next.
Yeah, Kevin has a win in the Pepsi Grand Stock Series out here, so this young man definitely knows how to get it done. And as a matter of fact, he mentioned his brother Matt, a past Rookie of the Year in the Modified Series and also a winner in that series. So, I mean, this family, like you said, a good legacy out here between the two brothers, and both of them have been in Dale Lemon's victory lane.
Matt had a lot of speed last year in the 98, was consistently a member of the top 5. Their dad, Joe, helps work on both of these race cars, and of course their mom, Lori. She's one of the friendly faces you'll see each and every time you come onto the property through the pedestrian tunnel here at Langley Speedway, so they're very prominent members of the community. Kevin is 7th on lap 2, 17.261 for car number 1.
And just like you mentioned, followed right up by Matt Morgan, his brother, in the 98 machine. Going to try to lay down some good laps, and they own their own decal shop, Morgan Graphics Company, and they decal these cars themselves. So they have a lot of fun, and that's been Matt's paint scheme most of his entire race career, that bright orange and bright yellow paint scheme on the 98.
Very unmistakable black and orange number 98. Matt Morgan down the backstretch and into 3. This will be first lap on the stopwatch. It's a little sideways there through 3 and 4. First lap complete. He's 11th on lap 1, so not the lap he was looking for. We'll see what lap 2 has in store. 17.656 for car 98. Here he comes one more time. Sideways all the way through 3 and 4 there. Picks it up, 9th quickest, 17.352 for Matt Morgan. Kevin slots up in 7th, so just a couple of position difference there. Up next, the aforementioned Hunter Waltrip, the former Super Truck champion, multi-time Super Truck champion. Buck, they're having trouble getting that thing fired. They're going to turn left.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit of human horsepower out down there, human power trying to get that car started. He dropped the clutch, but it did not want to fire. So they're trying to go and see what they can do about getting it fired on the background and otherwise. And it looks like we're going to have Randy Sample coming on out in the 24 machine then.
All right, so we'll keep an eye on the 33 team. They've had their hands full with that car the first couple of weeks. Mentioned Hunter is a former Super Truck champion. He's won the last 2 seasons out here, making the move up to limiteds in the Virginia Racer category this season, and had their problems opening night. Looks like those still continue for the 33, and as I see it here behind the pit wall, looks like it is now running. So Hunter will come back around and line and put down a lap. Right now it's Randy Sample on the racetrack in that very sharp gray and yellow number 24.
Yeah, this Army-Navy machine is a very sharp car. And some of the details you cannot see on our broadcast on Facebook or the broadcast on Flow Racing. If you get a chance to come see this car up close, it's got some cool detailed dotted lines and different kind of layouts on it. It's a really cool looking wrap on the 24 machine.
Kind of like a fighter jet in that 24 car. Randy has run the modifieds the last couple of seasons, so good to see him over in the limited category. The Samples always prominent here at Langley. They race a number of different divisions out here. Randy is 11th on lap 1, 17.414 seconds. Sideways all the way to the wall off turn number 4.
Loose is fast, 9th quick.
He'll take it, 17.334 for car 24. Randy was 3rd in race number 1, so he had a great opening night results-wise. Gonna have a little bit of work to do to match that tonight. We'll keep our eye on him. Driver that had another not-so-good opening night, Jacob Derrick in the 88 machine. We talked about him multiple times last year. 8 wins in his rookie season. Definitely lit this division on fire. Former Legends competitor out here. Did not get the championship. Came oh so close but obviously took Rookie of the Year honors. And I don't imagine he is going to be hungry after not being able to finish race 1. He wants to get to victory lane and prove that he can hoist the championship trophy come year's end. Lap 1 for car 88, third quickest, 16:9.77 on lap 1.
Yeah, right at the 10th off. As Sparky West goes through the gearbox down here, leaving pit road. Derek coming around, staring at the checkered flag from Shane Snyder this time off of turn number 4. Top of the flag stand. He'll stay P3 because that last lap there, a 17:043, so that's 16:9.97 will be the lap that counts. Third quick for the 88.
3 drivers just over a tenth and a quarter apart. And Riley Music still quickest, 16:863. Aiden Millette, 16:946, second quickest. Jacob is third. Donovan Edwards, Doug Warren, your top 5. And speaking of top 5, opening night, this guy had his best career finish in that race, talking about Sparky West. First career top 5 for him, and see if he can build on that here this evening. Was also quick in practice earlier on. Number 99 Ford Mustang working through 3 and 4. Sparky's first lap, 13th quickest, 17.504, 13 out of the 15 so far. Checkered flag in the air for the 99 machine.
Very uncharacteristic there, a 17.476, 13th quick. You hear a little bit of a breakup in the carburetor on Hunter Waltrip's machine as he comes by the start-finish line. Like you said, they're chasing a few ghosts in that machine, still trying to get used to this brand new series for the driver of the 33.
That's right, and Hunter's going to be the last car to put down a lap. He's the final qualifier here in the limited category. Mentioned he's a multi-time super truck champion, so making quite a big jump here into the limiteds. We'll have to keep our eye on that machine. Hopefully they get those sorted out, because I know when they do, Hunter is going to be fun to watch. Car definitely not up to full song, but he is 14 out of 16, 17.558, so not the slowest car for what it's worth. Something to build on. The notebook pretty much non-existent for the super truck champion. Across the line, he stays 14th, so it'll be Riley Music leading up to the green flag tonight. Riley going to start on the pole for the 16 competitors in the 50-lap feature for the Yesco Virginia Racers. Race number 7 on the docket, and Buck has caught up with him.
Yeah, I'll try to grab him real quick. He's crawling modified as well, but Riley, another fast machine. You brought it back at just as fast as it was the first night.
Yeah, well, there's been a bunch of changes in between then and now, and we definitely, I don't think it was the car to win the pole, but we went through turn 1 and 2, and I'm like, she's gonna be tight, so I have a little brake fan right here. I flicked her on, and I guess it made it turn a little bit better, use the apron down there, and it definitely got the job done, so let's see if we can keep it up front for 50 more laps, so.
There you go, of course, like you said, Yesco offering 2 brand new tires the next time they run, if he can park it in Dale Lemons victory lane. But right now, he starts in the top spot. That's Riley Music in the 47 machine. He'll hop in this 47 modified for Tommy Spencer Motorsports as well and go at it in just a few moments.
That's right, he did that a couple of weeks ago. Put it on the pole in the late model, jumped into the modified and put it on the pole in a matter of like 6 minutes. So it was really impressive for Riley to do that. Ended up second in that race. We'll see if he can grab both poles again tonight. That's coming up next. The Larry King Law Modifieds are going to do a 10-lap scuff shakedown. Then they'll go at it for their 2 qualifying laps.
Yeah, I got your broadcast partner for up top in a little while. Atlee Weiss down here with me. A top 7 qualifying effort. Last time out it was 9th. Now it's 7th. So slowly chipping away to getting to that top 5, buddy.
Yeah, definitely a big improvement from last race. We're making gains. Definitely a little bit different with the 2 new tires instead of 4. So we're just kind of chasing the stagger, but I think we've got a good car for the race. Just going to keep turning laps, be smooth, be consistent, see where we end up. Want to thank all my sponsors. Want to thank everybody, that's helped all week long. Of course, Tommy giving us a fast car. Should be a good day. We'll see how we do.
Atlee Weiss ready to roll off 7th in the feature tonight for 50 laps.
Super excited to hear from Atlee during the Bando race. We'll talk to him later on. Race fans, let's take you through your limited Virginia Racers starting lineup. Riley Music, you just heard from, going to put it on the pole. Aiden Millette lines up 2nd. Jacob Derrick 3rd. Donovan Edwards 4th. Doug Warren is 5th. Danny Harrell starting 6th. Atlee Weiss there starting 7th, Kevin Morgan 8th, Jonathan White 9th, Randy Sample is 10th, Matt Morgan lines up 11th, Kyle Nestor in 12th, Sparky West 13th, Hunter Waltrip 14th, Ryan DeBolt and Zach Beavers, your 16-car limited field.
Larry King Law. Knowledge, experience, commitment.
Anytime an accident happens, dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
If you or someone you know has been injured in an accident after getting medical help, call us first. Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
Larry King Law battles for justice and is dedicated to empower and protect accident victims. It is our mission to provide the best possible legal services. Anytime you need help, dial 757-INJURED.
Race fans, I've got one simple question for you. Do you know how you're getting home tonight after the race? If you hesitated, now's the time to find a designated driver. Ask a friend or family member, or use a ride-sharing app. 100% of drunk driving deaths are preventable. So ask yourself, who's your driver? Plan ahead and use a sober driver and buckle up. Learn more at who'syourdriver.org.
Cycle City Corp, your #1 dealer in motorcycles, ATVs, and personal watercraft. They carry all the major brands: Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, and Can-Am. Cycle City Corp is located 1 mile off the interstate, exit 258A. Stop by for unbeatable deals. Cycle City also has a huge parts and accessories department. Come by and check out the latest styles in Oakley sunglasses, HJC helmets, and Joe Rocket jackets, just to mention a few. Cycle City has a #1 service department with factory-trained mechanics, so stop on by. Cycle City Corp, 634 J. Clyde Morse Boulevard in Newport News. Or call 595-9721. 595-9721 for super great savings. Cycle City Corp, sponsor of the Legends and Bandos.
Serving homeowners in Virginia since 1970, Mr. Fix-It specializes in bathroom remodeling and gutter replacement services that will transform your home. With an A+ BBB and 5-star Google rating, Mr. Fix-It helps homeowners maintain their biggest investment from scratch to finish. From tub and shower replacement to installing gutter helmet systems, Mr. Fix-It has over 50 years of experience in completing home improvement projects. We serve the majority of Virginia and are ready to assist you with a relaxed, no-pressure consultation. Visit MrFixItSpeedway.com today.
Put a new smiley smile, Smiley's heating and cooling today. Put a new smiley smile, the comfort's just a smile away. We'll warm you up when it's cold, cool you down when it's hot. And when you're comfortable, you tend to smile a lot. With Smiley's heating and cooling, your comfort is just a smile away.
Forever Green Lawn Care, a locally owned Hampton Roads lawn care company in business since 1992. Their mission is to provide the highest quality lawn care service to enhance the beauty of their customers' lawns through hard work, professionalism, and most of all, customer care. They offer the following services and more: mowing, string trimming, mulching, edging of landscaped beds, also pruning, aeration, seeding, fertilization, soil analysis, herbicide applications, and landscaping. Forever Green Lawn Care Incorporated. Call 227-TURF. That's 227-8873. Or check their website, forevergreenlawncare.com. Mosquito Joe knows that race fans don't let much spoil your time outdoors. But are you spinning your wheels when it comes to getting rid of mosquitoes? Let Mosquito Joe make outside fun again for you and your crew. Mosquito Joe treatments allow you to enjoy your yard without the nuisance of pesky mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas. No more itching and scratching, and no more wasting time on smelly products that don't work. When you call Mosquito Joe, be sure to mention Langley Speedway and receive 50% off your first spray. Visit MosquitoJoe.com or call 855-ASK-A-JOE to get started. And remember to mention Langley Speedway. With Mosquito Joe, outside is fun again.
Ready to roll for our final division of Bojangles bow time qualifying. It's the Larry King Law Modifieds out on the racetrack. This is Kyle Wood in the number 19 machine. Kyle just getting to the racetrack here a couple hours ago, so that 10-lap scuff session was pretty much vital for this team to get that car sorted out. We'll see how he does. First lap in the books, 17.445 seconds. He's got one more lap of record to go.
Yeah, he's past champ at Southside Speedway, as well as his father, Rusty Wood, who's down here crew chief in the car today. So a couple of champions having some fun. One of the older cars in the field, but still having a blast as a family out here for Kyle Wood.
Kyle races this division many, many seasons. There, the number 19 machine finishes up his run, 17.418, a little quicker on lap 2. 54 machine next to put down a lap. This is the Robbie Morris machine. Robbie also had a little bit of a shakedown here before qualifying started, so he's feeling some things out in that race car, making sure everything is good to go. First lap in the books for the 54, second out of the 2, 17.831.
Robbie racing on and off over the years out here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. And when he took a little bit of time off from racing, he plays music on occasion himself. But he was also the gate operator for here at Langley Speedway for a little while as an official at the racetrack.
How about that? Robbie doing it all here at the Speedway. Currently driving second quickest in the modified category, 17.789. For car 54 up next. It's Peyton Faree in the 23 machine. Peyton was runner-up in points last year, picked up a win here at the Speedway. They're tracking it off turn 4. Peyton's first lap is good. His second lap even better. 16.966, the only driver to dip below the 17-second bracket. Fastest out of the 3 drivers thus far. Now it's Rick Kadovic on the Speedway.
Yeah, Peyton Faree actually got to go race at Bristol Motor Speedway just a few weeks back in this modified machine. So a lot of adjustments were made to that car to go have some fun at Bristol Motor Speedway. But welcome him back, of course, to Larry King Law's Langley Speedway with that 16.966. Like you said, Rick Godovic got on the track right now, 17.179 to start it for the old pirate ship working around the racetrack.
Rick Godovic, a seasoned veteran here at the Speedway. His son races Lamborghinis all throughout the North America region, and he's got a very special crew member on the 64 car. How about Matt Carter, 3-time defending track champion, taking a year off, says, yeah, Rick, I'll help you out. He's going to go join the 64 team, so a great guy to have in your corner if you're Rick. And right now, he is second quickest out of 5. Here is the number 11, Chris Roberts, on the racetrack. Last year's Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, Roberts with that flying 11. Once again, they pay homage to Dale Lemons out here. Chris Lemons Motorsports on the back end. Lemons Motorsports on the back end of that machine as well. But Chris Roberts, of course, he drove the flying 11 machine in the Pepsi Grand Stocks winning championship there at 17.776 to start his bow time qualifications.
Second lap completed for Chris. He is 4th out of 5, 17.473 for the Flying 11 machine. 5 cars have taken a lap. Everybody still chasing Peyton Faree's time. Next car on the racetrack, the only driver to win in the modified category here at Langley this year, that would be DJ Valente. Picking up his 3rd win since the start of last year. His 3rd in points a season ago. This is another one of those drivers that's just getting better, building each and every time out.
Yeah, always was a rock solid competitor no matter what since he's gotten into these modified machines. Just needed to finally get that luck on his side, and it started finally taking hold on 2023 and started off 2024 very strong.
Hopes to be the driver that everybody's chasing, of course, with the win. He now leads the point stand. His first time he's ever done that. Lap number 1, very good. 17/1000ths of a second off of the Peyton Faree lap. DJ so far 2nd. Trying to find just a little bit on lap 2 if he wants to take the pole. Can he do it? Yes, he can. To the top, 16 8:95 for car 18. He is quickest out of the 6 thus far.
And he went from 17 one-thousandths of a second to the negative to 71 thousandths of a second to the positive. How about that? That's pretty cool. And Raleigh Music, we just talked to him a little while ago. He'll start P1 later on for the Virginia Racers, but right now he's qualifying for the Larry King Law Modified.
He put it on the pole a couple of weeks ago, and right now he sits third, 16.993, needs a 1/10 of a second. He wants to catch that 18 of DJ Valente. Let's see if he can do it. Finished second to DJ by not a whole lot. Opening night, can he grab that 1/10 of a second? Yes, he can. Riley to the top, 16.863 seconds. Move the young teenager to the top of the wall.
And welcome back, Brad Adams, the number 3 machine. And man, he did a John Force burnout leaving pit road down here. Look at the black marks, Adam.
And I tell you, I think those decals are still, I mean, the peeling has just come off. He has just put the decals for the number on this race car. Talk about brand new out of the box. Brad Adams raced in this division last year, has brought this car out. Of course, he also races on dirt down at Dixieland Speedway. Right now, he is quick. He's P5, 17.121 seconds. Still missing a decal on that right side. That's how new that race car is. Brad's going to pick up a spot there, go to P4 out of the 8 drivers. So that's going to do it for Bojangles Bow Time qualifying. The modifieds have completed their runs. It's Riley Music leading the way, 16.863. He is your pole sitter tonight for the first race of 2 twin 30s. For the modifieds, they are race 2 and race 8 here on Mosquito Joe Race Night. Riley Music, P1, DJ Valente going to line up second, Peyton Ferree is third, Brad Adams in fourth, Rick Godovic going to line up fifth, Kyle Woods sixth, Chris Roberts and Robbie Morris, your 8-car field. Race fans, that's going to wrap things up tonight for Bojangles Bow Time qualifying. Come on out and join us for Mosquito Joe Race Night. Tickets are still available. Langley-Speedway.com or here at the box office. For myself, Adam Welbrock, Buck Roos down in the pit lane. So long from everybody on Facebook Live. Come on out to the racetrack. Join us for a great night of action. We hope to see you here at Larry King.